just talked to Jamie, and he was saying that your English accent is better than his.
I did have to do a British accent, which I actually forgot about until, I don't know, I love doing accents. I don't know, for me it's sort of, because when I'm talking like this, especially on set with them, it's like fun time or play time, but the second that I started with the British accent, it was like, okay, now it's work time, and I could sort of get back into the, so I actually find it easier to work with an accent than otherwise, so.
What was it like learning how to do it, like, and not be thinking about it so hard that you can't act properly? I don't know, I don't have that problem.
I don't know, I mean, I've done it a few times in the past, and I think it's something that either you like to do or you don't, and once you get comfortable enough with it, it's something you have to really work on before, but it's not something you can or should be thinking about when you're actually on set. Otherwise, it's just you can get bogged down with, like, did that sound right? And I'd rather have the accent be a tinge off in a scene than have the scene be a little bit off. So, but yeah, it's it all. I think it worked. I mean, if Jamie liked it, he's British, then I guess he's the best barometer for me. So, yeah.
And what would you say was the most tiring scene to shoot or day you shot?
I mean, we did this whole fight sequence that took about 2 weeks to shoot at the Hotel d'Amour that was physically very exhausting. I mean, it was a fun movie, so it's not like I was desperate to go home at any point, but I was pretty physically beat up by the end of shooting that hotel, and the air in there was terrible. So we all had the coughers, the smoker's cough by the end of it. So
if you could be a shadow hunter or a downworlder, which would you choose?
I mean, I've played a shadow hunter, so I think I'm definitely gonna go with that. It's a lot of fun. So I think that's a no-brainer for me.
What would be your favorite weapon on the movie? Any weapon?
I actually used my favorite weapon, which it's sort of like, it looks like a police nightstick that has daggers on the end when we kill the vampires. It's fun to flip around. It kind of looks cool, and I had them in my hands for a long time, so I kind of got used to flipping them around, and yeah, so that would be it.
So, do you have any recurring on-set jokes?
When you're really tired, you kind of everything just becomes kind of silly, and so we just had a lot of that. It was just sort of sometimes looking over at each other and what we were wearing out of context when you're sitting in a hotel lobby or something. It's pretty ridiculous. So there was a lot of that, a lot of sort of looking at each other in our like leather jumpsuits and making fun of each other. So.
And so, what was your audition process like to get the role?
I was somewhere else shooting a movie, and I heard that the role wasn't cast, so I flew to Toronto to audition for Harold, and it literally happened in 2 days. From the time I heard that the role was still open until I got the job. It's like one of those things. Sometimes it takes forever, and other times it just sort of like falls in your lap. And then I finished that movie I was shooting, and I was in Toronto in like a week to start rehearsing. So, yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, of course.